Hello traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 10 trades. And today's date is September the 2nd. And on this day I'm introducing a brand new trading system. It's called the PIP trigger with the super signal indicator. The super signal indicator are these arrows here, blue and red. Now the PIP trigger is this channel right here, bottom, top, representing potential areas of support if it's on the bottom and resistance if it's on the top. Now I consider this my best trading system, and I do have about 55 trading systems. I love it as especially with these gold arrows representing either the bottom and or the top here. As you can see, it did some nice moves down, and at the moment it can easily move back up to the goal line and all the way to the top. Like I mentioned, there's 10 trades I did, both Forex and the futures, and as you can see the futures actually pay more, but works great on the Forex or anything that your broker offers you. Now you will get an audio sound and this pop-up box you see right here suggesting to buy and or sell. Also the PIP trigger has this meter in here. It's a currency meter. You would sell the one at the bottom and buy it up against the top. So pound dollar, that's exactly why I sold it. And look at the big move it went down from London down to here. It's quite a bit considering from this point to this point, that's the average daily range, and it went like 3 times more. So the meter does help you to find potential trades. Now every morning at 6 o'clock, that's right where this vertical line is, I'm in front of the computer looking at all the different instruments, taking a look at my daily trade plan, and once I decide I want to be buying and or selling, I'll manually put in this white arrow that you see here. Please stick around till the end of the video as I have some special offers. And for the going on into this week, I'm going to show you how great this PIP trigger system works with my newest method or package called How to Make 10K a Day Trading Mini Lots. Keep in mind that if you're happy with 1K a day, you'll just use the same method. Now here's my daily trade plan. It's running in real time. Speaking about the time, it's only 9:20 in the morning, and so trading for only 2 or 3 hours and done trading for the day. Now it analyzes the charts from the monthly down to the 30 minutes, and within the comments here it'll make suggestions to look for bullish trades, bearish trades. Some will be preferred, and sometimes it's running flat, in other words not enough strength, or just waiting for some kind of clear direction. Now you must have a some kind of a daily trade plan, and after more than 20 years, this is the best trading plan I came across so far. Now if you have any questions regarding this daily trade plan, well, you'll get some answers right below this video in the description, or you can just pick up the phone and call me. Now we can take a look at these trades. First one is the pound dollar. Pound dollar pays $10 for each pip. Easy to see looking at the money, it should be 11. So let's just drag and drop this up. See where I got in at. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal. Went a little bit sideways and then it finally dropped. And basically I just look at the all the different trades I've running. And once I know that I have 200 and or more pips and or ticks, then I close out the trades and I'm done trading for the day. So we're looking for 11. There it is right there. 11 pips, paying out $110. Okay, moving on to the next trade, which is the dollar CAD. Right beside it here. Another one, this one here I bought it, so drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal here and here. So I knew on this candle or this candle it was going to start another cycle for going up, and up it went, no big surprise. Got in at this point, closed it out here, looks like with 16 pips, and as you can see that paid out $115. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, which is the Euro New Zealand. Here we go. Let's drag and drop this up. Now another one I bought, arrow from the daily trade plan. There's that gold arrow. Remember what I said, great system. You see the arrows, and once you see the right kind of price action, you can get in. You can actually get in before you get the blue arrow, which is what I did. I knew everything right when I pulled the trigger, top and bottom, it was going to go up. Don't know how far, but I knew it was going to give me something, and that's all I'm looking for. Got out at this point, locking in, looks like about 26 pips, and that paid out $157. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, which is the Russell. And on this Russell, okay, running a check on this Russell. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at, first of all. Now, let's see where I got in at. There's the arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal. If I stayed in, I would have made a lot more. But I was happy when I closed out the trade, and due to the fact that the Russell pays $10 for each tick, so it's easy to see that this should be 18. There it is right there, 18 ticks paying out $180. And just as an example how great this pip trigger system is, you'll see the gold arrow right here suggesting it's going to go up, followed by the blue arrow, super signal. Even if you took the trade on the blue arrow here, you'd be up right now 196 ticks. Fantastic system for buying low and selling high. Just wonderful. Moving right along to the next trade I did, Euro Yen. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. This one I want to be buying from the daily trade plan, super signal here and here. So I took the trade at this point, close it out. There was the arrow. I decided to close it out, locking in 32 pips and paying out $214. Okay, let's move on to the next trade I did, the Dow Jones. This one pays $5 for each tick, so I took the money, divided by 5. Now the calculator says it's 47, so let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Wanted to be selling it, arrow from the daily trade plan, super signals right under this 433 number, you can see it right there. Got in here, closed out there. If I stayed in, I would have made 3 times more, but I was happy with the grand total, so we're looking for 47. There it is right there, and that ended up paying out $235. All the way down to the bottom is like around well over 326. And if you're waiting to make a decision, you can be buying it. It should probably, it'll do a bit of a pullback followed by an arrow starting to line up here, blue. You'll get a blue arrow and trade back up either to the goal line and or to the top of the, up to this area or this area or whatever. Anyhow, you just trade what the market will give you. Okay, let's move on to the next trade I did. S&P 500, exactly the same as the Dow Jones. In other words, it pays $5 for each tick. Took the money, divided by 5. Calculator says it's approximately 97. So let's drag and drop this up, see where it got in at. Looks very similar to the Dow Jones. Same thing. If you wanted to take a trade what I call trading the pullback, which is the pullback to the goal line. But I'm done trading for the day. Down at the bottom here, just to let you know, that's almost 400 ticks. But I was happy with the 97. That's as close as I'm going to be able to show, but it's 97 ticks, paying out $487. By the way, this system works fantastic on the 5 minutes. I can pop it down to the 5 minutes. Just to show you how great it is on this S&P 500 from the London session, you would have the gold arrow pointing down, followed by the red arrow pointing down. Getting in at that point, it bottomed out right here, locking in 371 ticks. And of course, right at the right hand edge, same thing here to trade the pullback. Gold arrow, followed by the blue arrow, so anywhere you can pull the trigger between here and there. And that did produce 330 some ticks. Fantastic system this PIP trigger is. Okay, moving on to the next trade, which is the NASDAQ. NASDAQ pays $20 for each tick. Took the money divided by 20. So we're looking for 47.8. Rounded up will be 48. So we wanted to be selling it, so that's exactly what we did. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal, got in and away it went. Trading is easy and a lot of fun once you have the proper tools. In at that point, and we're looking for, 48. Giving me a bit of a hard time. 47. It's actually 47.8. Very, very close, and that ended up paying out $956. Okay, moving on to the next trade I did, which is crude oil. Crude oil, here we go. On this crude oil, it does pay $10 for each tick, so looking at the money, easy to see this should be 97. So this one I sold it. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal, that's where I got in, right on this candle, and away it went, as I was pretty sure it was going to go down. And that was locking in, as I said, we should be looking for 97. There it is right there, 97 ticks, and that paid out $970. Okay, moving on to the last trade I did, which is the DAX 30. Let's pull up the DAX 30, and then let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Now I dropped it down to the 5 minutes to try to get a reading on it, and of course, now the DAX 30 pays $5 or $3.75 for each tick. Took the money, divided by 3.75. Calculator says it's approximately 570. So I took the trade at this point right here, where at this cursor I knew it was going to go down. Had the daily trade plan and the super signal. Everything said it was going to go down. And this one I'll probably have a hard time trying to get it right on. Yeah, 570 it is, and all of those ticks ended up paying out, as you can see, $2,137. So another great day of trading for my first day of trading this week. Yesterday was a holiday. I didn't bother trading. And I knew today was going to do a big move. And the market is moving to make up for yesterday. So I knew it was going to be well over 200 pips and or ticks, mainly because it is stack 30. Now grand total came to 972. And all of those pips and ticks, as you can see, paid out $5,564. So if your system's not producing, like my new PIP trigger trading system, well, recommend you get your hands on it. Don't forget about the daily trade plan. Another thing I forgot to mention, but the FibMaster tool, it's a great tool to have. And of course, over the next month or so, I'll probably throw in some example days for that new method that I called how to make 10K a day trading mini lots. And it works fantastic with the PIP trigger system. So look for those videos over the next number of weeks. So if you are interested in anything at all, or if you just have questions, simple, just get in contact with me. That's very easy to do. If you look right below this video in the description, you'll see my contact information plus a lot of other information. Now you can pick up the phone and call me directly. I answer the phone most of the time, unless of course I'm busy. Now if you can't call me, well, just send me an email. And of course, I really do prefer Teams. I made a Teams link below the video. And after we have a Teams connection, should be able to answer most of your questions. Can even do some screen sharing. Now I do have a special, as I mentioned earlier in this video. You'll see that each package I do charge $250. So my special offer is, if you buy one, of course, it's $250. 2 packages is $400, so that's a $100 discount. And of course, if you buy 3 packages, that's $500. Same as before, you buy 2 and I give 1 for free. So I'll repeat that. If you just want 1 package, it's $250. Everything is in US dollars, of course. If you buy 2, I'm advertising this PIP trigger, mostly to go with the, how to make 10K a day trading mini lots. That'll be $400 for 2 packages, and it'll be $500 for 3 packages. Looks like it's just about time to wrap up this video. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.